All right, let's see if I can share my screen here. I got John Pasamato on the call as well.
Hey, how you
Uh,
doing?
Doing great. So hopefully this is going to be a great addition to our sales text chat family of products and features.
Absolutely, been
Um,
looking forward to it.
this is the Facebook module, which is chat. So anything, I'll show you where I've installed it. So if I refresh this on Textria here, you see this little pop-up. This is now where you can put a Facebook Messenger app, and all the chats can be fielded from within inside your sales chat system. And you can also get all the notifications that you would normally get with web and text chat.
Excellent.
Keith said he's here too, so I wonder if I can bring him into the fold. He's raising his hand. There he is. All right, Keith, you should be online with us. Hopefully, everything you can see and hear us.
Howdy.
Howdy, howdy. All right, so where you're going to find this, and obviously we're going to be adding some advancements to it over the next couple of days, but it is in working order. It does require a Facebook app. So let me show you first how to enable it. In your store list, just put search for the store that you want to add it to. Some of you might have a longer list, some of you might not. Otherwise, just find it, click on edit under the little gear there, and you're going to see a little feature called enable Facebook chat. Just check it off and then click on save dealer. Inside of the system, you're going to go under chat widgets. You're going to see a little link here to Facebook Messenger chat. And this can run parallel with your text chat and your web chats all in one. You can use them all for one store location, what have you. There are instructions here on how to set this up. I haven't put the description yet because this was literally completed today, this morning. I've had the opportunity to go in and test probably 2 different ones. So I'm going to give this a roll with you guys. So bear with me. Facebook has changed since I last went in there probably about 2 months ago. So it is quite a little bit of a task on a scale of 1 to 10 for difficulty on just getting it set up. If you don't have an app already built, I would say I would put it at a 6, but once you do your first app, it becomes kind of secondhand, like riding a bike. So let me show you first how it works, just like the web chat works. So if I come in here, I've already got a chat which my Facebook ID is attached to. So if I click on this here and come over here, click continue as Ed, I can say hello there. And then inside of my system here, you'll see it automatically updated and also sent me a notification if my settings had it set. We are going to be adding the ability to push images, links, and emojis. Keith, you probably will like that.
Heck yeah, I got an emoji maker.
He's got the emoji maker. But here I can reply and it's instant. And then you see it was really quick. It literally took less than a half second for it to appear. So now you can operate this from not only this system, but if I go to Facebook, I'll pause my screen for a second here. And I'm going to go to my Facebook page that I've created. If I go to the chat right here, I can also chat from this panel if I'm the store. So I can actually carry the conversation from here. Testing 1, 2, 3. And there you see it automatically appeared right there. So I can carry that conversation from both my Facebook page and from the sales text chat system. So what I'm going to do with you now, like I said,
Well, that's on all 3 pages. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and you can also do it from the mobile. So if I go to chat history here, and you're going to notice too that we've added something to the legend. It is a little bit of more of an off blue color, but it's a Facebook blue. All the chats will appear in Facebook blue when they're from Facebook, and we're going to be adding a Facebook icon to kind of make them more stand out. But if I click on this here, we've now added descriptors. This is something that was missing from previous versions. Even if you were using web or text chat, it'll tell you if it came in via Facebook Messenger, web, or text chat. So it'll tell you which system the customer is using. So I'm on a mobile, I got a notification. I went to my mobile device. I'm now chatting with this person on my website using the Facebook Messenger. I'm on the mobile
That is neat.
chat.
So basically, we can go now and say not only do we have text chat, but we can add Facebook Messenger to your site.
Correct. And I'm going to reply.
Oh, that's insane. That's so awesome.
That is cool. Yeah, this is much anticipated.
And push that over. Hi there, gents. And for those of you that have been selling text chat, web chat, you're going to see a lot of companies have been kind of going the wayside and getting rid of their text chat altogether. I don't know if it's a great idea or not. I don't think it is. But because not everybody is really comfortable using Facebook these days. More people are comfortable with using text chat and web chat, in my opinion. John, you might have a different opinion on that too.
No, I agree with you, but I do see people kind of gravitating towards Facebook. I'm a little confused.
You're starting to see a lot of dealerships with this icon now, aren't you, John?
Yep.
Yep. You're starting to see this icon on a lot of dealership websites. So now you can offer this service as well.
That's so awesome.
And also here's, if I'm already inside the system, it'll tell me an incoming message. I can go here and chat.
So it has the ease of use of our text chat, but now you're tied into the Facebook chat as well.
Exactly. Here's the kicker. Because this is going to be run off an app, and it can be tied to a Facebook page of the dealership, they can either A, go into their Facebook, have the, which is kind of wishy-washy, the internet guy logging into Facebook and a bunch of other support people logging into their Facebook account to manage a chat. So now you can use that shared chat amongst different agents, and all you're doing is using our system and nobody is logging into Facebook. So you're getting the power of using Facebook Messenger, but nobody needs to log into Facebook Messenger. That's what I'm kind of trying to.
So the administrator can still control the Facebook page to make sure nothing inappropriate gets put up there.
Exactly. And as John tells you, the turnover rate at dealerships is pretty high, and it would kind of suck to have someone have access to a Facebook page of a dealership that he just got fired from. Would be kind of weird.
Exactly.
Yes, very much so.
So I want you guys to bear with me here. So I'm going to kind of go through this integration from scratch. I might F up a little bit. Like I said, I've already done this twice. But once you get your first app done and approved, you're good. You guys might already have an app, which will make this whole dang process a lot more easier. So what's going to happen, I'm going to just paste this aside here because I want to be able to restore it. So let me take that. I doubt any of you guys can steal that information. Me too. And then everything else. Also, you can change the color of the theme. So let me do that. I'm going to show changes to red. See if I can match my website. Okay. Save settings. And let's see if it dynamically changes the widget here. Nope, it's still blue, so it must be hard-coded. Refresh it again. Yeah, I'll double check on how we can make it so it dynamically changes. It must be hard-coded. The color.
I think it's hard-coded because all the Messenger apps are the same color and everything.
Yeah, actually, my programmer, he sent me his, and his was green. So.
Oh.
And John will tell you, just from onboarding some dealerships before, some of the brands are very particular about colors on a web page.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, the manufacturer will shut you down for certain colors, right?
Exactly. Like, let's say if this was a dealership page and this red was brand specific and very important to the brand, and I come along and I'm off on my color scheme just a little bit, like this red here, and I'm off just a little bit, they somehow can find and detect that.
Remember the whole Subaru thing? And we kept getting rejected from Subaru, and we couldn't figure out why. We thought it was some real, kind of authorization problem, and it just was the shade of the color blue. It was insane.
Yeah, it was two things, John. It was a shade of the color blue. In our button to start the chat was border radius of 5 pixels when
Right.
their
Yes.
laws of design was supposed to be a 3 pixel radius. So that's how particular some of these guys are. All right, so let's go for it now. I got all this stuff saved. I'm gonna clear this out. And this is the login greeting. So this greeting can be anything you want it to be. It can even be dynamic. And for those of you that have been wondering, are we going to integrate this with the Autobot feature that's already built into this with web chat? Yes, we are. So you're going to be able to use the text bot with this as well. And you'll be able to push coupons and links and all that good stuff. Like I said, we just got this done. We've been literally going day and night just to get to this point. So just to be released at this point, I'm very happy. All right, so let's not go any further and talk about bullcrap. Let's get to it. First, we want to create a Facebook page. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Some of you guys can probably already bypass this if you guys already have a brand made. And then a category. I'm going to do business. And I'll just put my address in here. Don't show my address. Continue. Please correct. Put in the state. Michigan. There we go. And I changed this, but that's okay. We'll just roll with it. And I can actually say this isn't my fault that Facebook's freezing up on me.
Right? That's all
Look
Facebook.
Spinning. I'll refresh it and start over if it doesn't go to the next page here in like 10
seconds. Another guess that tune or name that tune.
Yeah,
I didn't do well on the last one, so.
Yeah, there's a technical information. All right, I'm gonna try it again here. Let me refresh this. See, I told you anything that could possibly go wrong will. Coupon snap. Categories business. I'm going to put in my address, 913 Regions. For some reason, if you use LastPass on a lot of forums on Facebook too, it'll also make these errors. Because what LastPass does is it injects code on their page, and I don't think Facebook likes it. All right, let's try that. Coupon snap. Looks like you already manage a page named Coupon. I'll call it Coupon Snap 2. Do. Come on, Facebook. I'm gonna suck if their API is down right now. All right, so I'm gonna skip the profile picture and skip this step here. And now I'm in my page. So the next thing I want to do, go back to the instructions, go to your Facebook page, settings, messenger platform, whitelisted domains. So I'm going to go see more. Let's see if we can find the settings up here. Messenger platform. We are now going to go to add a domain. So this one I'm going to be HTTPS. Always has to be secure. I'm going to do textzoo.com. Save. And then I'm going to just leave it like that. Next, we want to create a Facebook app now. We did that. Click Save. Get your page ID from the settings. So our page ID is this right here. It's always going to be some code after a dash in most instances. Keep in mind, once you get this one app done and set up, you should be able to do multiple domains. So if you're hosting this on behalf of multiple dealerships, you can just keep entering domains here, like Pasamato Ford, Gaetan Subaru, Elena, BMW, all that stuff. You can have all the different domains on here. Let's see here. The next step was to create a app. So we're just going to click on this here. And we're going to add a new app. I'm going to call this Coupon Snap 2. Create an app ID. I'm not a robot. At least not yet. Give this a second to load up. All right, so now we've created this app. This is going to be the app ID right here. Always going to be the numbers before the next leading directory here. So I'm going to put that as page ID, app ID. All right, next, going to instructions here. Go to products and add messenger to your app. So products is right here. I know it looks kind of hidden. I was looking all over this page, going through all these little drop downs, and because it's written so lightly, I finally found it after 20 minutes. So I'm going to add a product here. And this is going to be Messenger. I'm going to set it up. All right, so now we want to attach a page token. So we want to go to Messenger settings, token generation. So here's where we're under token generation here. We're going to choose Coupon Snap 2. Continue as Ed. Okay. It's generated my token. I now can take this token. I'll copy it already. App token. Boom. Paste it on there.
It's so funny because token means something totally different out here in California.
Colorado too. All right. So we copied our page access token and we put it somewhere where we need it later. Now we go to Messenger settings, webhooks. And webhooks should be on this page.
You're right there.
Set up a webhook. And this is the callback URL you want to put in there. If you're using, it's going to be added to the other systems probably tonight. If you're using another system, it's automatically going to populate with the domain that it's on, whether it's Service Text Chat or your white label, for those of you that have white labels. You're going to put that callback URL in, make sure it's secure, HTTPS, everything. Boom, 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 boom. We're going to check all these off. Make sure I got all that right. Enter chat. Then you want to put this as the verify token, chat FBW. Verify and save. And let's see if she saved. Yeah, so that part is complete. Check all the boxes under subscription fields. We did that and click verify and save. Go to Messenger settings, webhook. Select your page to subscribe to your webhook in your events. So we want to go select the page, coupon, subscribe. And now we should be all done. Keep in mind, you will have to go under a review if you guys are doing new apps. So follow the procedures to get to the app review. I will get some more information from my developer. For those that are really not familiar with making apps and how to get them reviewed and approved, that should probably help you out. So I think I'm done. So I'm going to go start plugging this stuff in here. Facebook page ID, app ID, the token, and then
now try to change the color.
Save settings. So now we've saved these settings. I'm going to double check my app because what happened twice when I was creating this, it would delete my domain. So let's see if it deleted my domain. According to this, okay, under subscribe apps, you want to make sure that you want to do primary receiver, and then you want to do secondary receiver. You don't need to do this. I only do this so it allows me as the person who created this to be the tester of it. It didn't delete my domain, so that's good. So I think I'm ready to grab some code here and start putting it on a website. So next, we want to jump down. I'm going to refresh this page. Hopefully everything's saved. Let me compare it real quick. Usually things don't go this good, so I'm fearful something bad's about to happen. So let's go with it. All right, let me log into my FTP program, and I will start plugging in this code. Let me in, and it did. All right, so I want to go to the index. This is where I want to put this. Let me verify first that TechZoo is using index.php. It is not. It's using the index page. Alrighty, so the instructions say, let me give it a second to load in all these elements onto the FTP here. First line of code, add the following line of code to your web page before the body close tag. For those of you that are using WordPress and your WordPress lets you put scripts in the creation of a post, you could put this and then this directly underneath it, but I'm just going to follow instructions here. Copy that and put that before the body tag. Boom. Oh, here's the theme color right here. So the theme color is not inherited dynamically. It's automatically put in when you collect the code. So that's how you get the different color on your button. Next, we want to grab the script. And I guess I'll just go ahead and paste it underneath. Let's see what happens. I haven't done it on an HTML page. So that's the first code I put in underneath the body tag. And before the closing tag, we are putting in the script. And save. And I want to check now where all my chats are going to be routed to. So I want to double check. This is going to go to the demo dealership support. Now I should be able to go to this page here. And there is our red button.
Boom! That's awesome. That's so awesome.
Can't believe I actually got it to work the first time.
That is so awesome.
Let's continue as Ed. Hello, I want to buy this. Boom.
I know some people that could use this right now.
And now you see I just got notified. Hello, I want to buy this. Takes me to the chat. I replied. And it works.
Awesome.
Now, some of you are probably going to go to techzoo.com and start trying to text me and stuff. It's not going to work. One reason why it's not going to work is because my app is not approved. So you do have to get an app approved before others can actually start sending you messages through the actual messenger. But because you are the creator and you're cookied on your device, it will let you do the conversation for testing. So always make sure that the Facebook app does have to get approved. So I'll go back in here. I know with approval, you do have to assign some things. So let me see if I can find pages, messaging, image, app center, Facebook page, boom, boom, add to submission, use a gender, locale, time zone. We're not going to do that. Complete the following details before submitting. On step 2. So this is just some, I'll get more details on how to get an app approved, but I'm just guessing that's how you would do it. So now everything is greened out on here. Before they weren't. You don't need to do anything with that. App review, current request. No additional permissions needed, at least for this. We are collecting email and their name and their profile picture, so that's going to be added tonight because we're already going to be approving automatically. Just when you create an app, you get that information. Permissions and features. And then when you're getting an app approved, there's some stuff that requires contracts, so be very careful what you select here. So if it's something like this, no additional requirements, you can request it. Then continue. Let's see if I can get into the phase of reviewing. Confirm your app is ready. So you do some app verification settings here. You do our review team will test this app to reduce your type, start typing a search, test users. So you can create test users. Testing credentials, you might have to give them login to your sales text chat so they can see how it's used. And then when you confirm everything is saved, then you can finally get that review button to show up. But I'm going to ask like I said, I'm going to ask my programmer the easiest path to get it approved without having to go through too much BS. So hopefully that helped you guys out. Will it work alongside a bot? I will ask about ManyChat. See if we can add it as a bot. We do have our own bot that we have added to our system. That was added probably like 3 years ago. We were one of the first companies actually to add a chat bot before anybody started using it.
Yep, I remember that.
I don't see any other questions. Like I said, I'm really surprised I got everything to work on the first try with you guys. Usually things go wrong. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you guys think that would be if you guys had to do it, Keith?
Well, I'd have to watch this video a few times, but at least I have the video to do it, and I could do it. But that's phenomenal because I know before I stopped dealing with dealerships, they were all getting into using Facebook Messenger as their primary source of contacting with potential customers. And so now we're right on the cutting edge again. As always, we're right there.
Yep, and integrated with the same. They don't. It's not an either or. They can have both, which is important, I think.
Ken said it looked like a 9.9 earthquake trying to set that up. Glenn says, Ed, did you create Coupon Snap 2 for this example, or will we be able to use our existing client's Facebook page? Can you explain? This is what I recommend: is first get an app approved, and then once that app is approved, you can create unlimited domains attached to that app.
So then you can set up all your clients under your app. Is that what you're saying?
Yep, everything works off the app.
Yeah,
a page is definitely needed.
Glenn just needs to set up his app, get his app approved, and then he can go to all his clients and instantly set them up with Facebook Messenger on their website.
Yeah, I mean, you could really set up just like a side app. It doesn't have to be a public app. You could call it My Sales Text Chat App, and then once you get that approved, every single page now can be pointed directly to that app. So hopefully that makes sense.
Yep.
Like I said, the hardest part is getting I would presume, is getting the request for app review. Everything else is gravy.
Well, as long as they're not as hard as Apple, it should be okay.
No, they're not at all as hard as Apple.
Well, then that's not a problem.
So when you're creating an app, it doesn't have to represent your client. It only has to represent you because everything is going to be funneled through it. Hopefully that clarifies that. You guys didn't hear me. Did we lose sound when I was doing this?
Nope.
Did we miss it? Okay.
I heard you.
Digital Dave says, does it make sense to set up another app as a backup? Absolutely. Oh, it never hurts to have a backup of anything, especially when it's online. And let me see here. Like I said, this is the Facebook blue in the legend here. So you'll see it's a little bit different color than the actual, this is the text chat color. This is the Facebook reply color. So you're going to see it's more purple color than it is blue. So that's how you can differentiate which is which. A particular chat that needs to be, where the customer is the last responder, is always going to be red with the Facebook blue around it. Here's what I like about this versus web chat. With web chat, when you leave the page, the conversation's pretty much closed. Because this is Facebook attached, even if you leave my website, I can still contact you via Messenger in the chat because you carried on that conversation with me. You'll see here it permanently attaches me as this number, like a prisoner, that's attached at facebook.com. So it knows when I reply to this to send the message to your Facebook account.
That's interesting.
So the chat literally never ends in these scenarios with the Facebook. Like text chat too, the chat really never ends too. Web chat definitely has a terminating end to it because once that person leaves your website, you can no longer contact that person unless you collected data on them at the very beginning of the chat.
Right. I mean, unless they exit, right? You can always continue a chat and text chat too, right?
Exactly. Because it's conducted over a device that is mobile and is not tied to a web page. So text chat and Facebook chat are a non-terminating, I would say, conversation versus a web chat, which is a terminating conversation. How many of you got onto GoDaddy support chat and you had a thing running on the side and you got busy, you totally forgot they were going to reply, they close the chat on you? Well, it doesn't pick up the chat where it left off. You have to start all over, re-log in, and all that good stuff. I ran into that a couple times. So hopefully you guys can start using this. Like I said, we'll be adding some more functionality where the customer's information will be able to be filled in, get their picture, and hopefully get some of their demographic information. I'll ask the programmer how we get some more demographics on the customer because that would definitely help the customers you're dealing with, especially for Facebook marketing, because now you can add these same people, keep in mind, to your where'd it go? Social settings. You can add them to your Facebook audience every time they chat. And you'll see here I've already been added. So if I send a advertising, remarketing, anything from Facebook, an ad, and I send it to this, it's going to go to that user. Pretty neato. I don't see any other questions. Thanks, John, and Lena, and Keith for hopping on.
Heck yeah.
Glad to share this new feature with you. Great addition to expand our offerings to your customers. Oh, Antoine, yes. Let me look out for that, and then I will add you to the conversation on my Skype. I did not see it come up, but I'll search for your name. All right, with that said, guys, thanks for hopping on the DMM webinar. We will see you on the next one next month. If there's any developments or new features that are very important that need to be told to you before the next webinar, we will do an impromptu webinar to get you guys up to speed. So everybody, thanks for hopping on and taking your time on this Tuesday night. We'll see you next time.
Good night, everybody.